you just stay out of this?
You're the one that's butting in. It's Taylor's name that's on the sales agreement, isn't it?
Butting in? I've spent most of my life trying to make Forrester a success. I have far more right to ownership than Taylor does.
I know it seems this way, but it isn't me versus Brooke. She's your wife. She's always going to have a place at the company. She shouldn't get to own it. Not after the way she let Katie and Bill treat you and Granddad.
What's going on?
Brooke wants Mom's part of the company, and we can't let her have it.
Somebody has to play peacemaker here, Bridget. She's carrying her child.
She's a surrogate. She's a provided service. She's not our friend.
She was.
She lied to me. She asked my husband to lie to me.
Okay. Now, I understand that you feel betrayed here, and this goes back into our past. And it's my fault here. She had no idea.
She's a threat, Nick.
Would you at least talk to her?
No. I have no interest in saying anything to her. I'll do what's necessary for the baby, but I don't want anything to do with Agnes.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know anyone was here. I'll leave.
No. You stay put. You stay put, too. Let's sit down here. So, how are you feeling?
Okay.
You still taking your pills?
I have an appointment with Dr. Caspary to talk about how they make me feel.
Good.
Side effects.
But you took one this morning.
Yes.
And you'll keep taking them until Dr. Caspary gives you a new prescription. Because I don't really care how you feel. You'll take them for the baby because that's your priority, right?
The ownership deal is done. We'll make some adjustments. Provisions for you, your brother, Thorne, and your aunts. Right now, what's the more important thing is the company is ours. It's back in our hands. Now, whether we operate this company with your mother or Brooke, Bill and Katie are still gone.
But if Mom sells her share to Brooke, nothing's going to change.
How can you say nothing will change? Dad and Eric will be in charge again.
Yeah, and your mom and my grandma are going to be at each other's throats. The office will still be a war zone. Is this why I got the company back?
You see, this is exactly why I wanted to speak to Taylor alone.
I bet you did, to fill her full of hogwash.
No, I really thought that we could talk like two adults. Woman to woman. Caring about our children's legacies.
If you are concerned about your children's legacy, you will not listen to one word she has to say.
Taylor, you don't need to be a part of this company. There's really absolutely no reason for you to be involved in this business.
I could think of 100 reasons why you shouldn't be involved in this company.
She just wants to spite me. She wants to right all the wrongs that she thinks that I've done to her and her family through the years. She doesn't give a damn how it's going to affect you and your family.
All right, my motives are completely selfish. I admit it. Taylor, I can't do this alone. I would love to believe that my ex-husband and your ex-husband have learned a very valuable lesson in life. That their new wives' influences can be very destructive. But I am not so sure that they have learned that. That means all the decisions that get made in the boardroom will then eventually be overturned in the bedroom. We can't have that. Your daughter has given us an extraordinary opportunity here. Please take it.
I need to talk to Eric and Ridge.
Why?
It's your decision.
You gave me your input, and I think it's only fair that Eric and Ridge have a chance to give me theirs. I don't need you to remind me of my priorities.
No? Were you thinking of the baby when you decided to chase down Graham? Or were you thinking about the life inside of you when you put your own life in danger?
Okay. Now, that night was a difficult night for all of us.
Really? It wasn't for me, actually. I didn't know about anything going on until I got called to the hospital.
You know, I really don't think that this energy is probably good for the baby. Did we all agree on that?
Nick's right. This isn't good for anyone.
Hey, Aggie, are those files for my mother?
I didn't want him to fall through the cracks just because Stephanie's leaving, so...
Okay. You think maybe you could just put them here on the desk with a little note from my mother explaining what they are? Thanks.
Honey, I know you think I'm being too hard, and I'm probably making the situation worse.
No, wait a second. I'm not judging anyone here. I'm just saying that, you know, this negativity or how you feel about her can't be good for the baby.
I know. Look, I am not the bad guy here. She deceived me. I have every right to be upset.
Okay. It might help if you just tried to get to know her again.
Nick, I know this is not how you want things to be. I don't either. It's really breaking my heart. But the truth is, I just want the pregnancy over, and I want that woman out of our lives forever.
If you want things to get better, then things have to change completely.
So get rid of the Logans.
Oh, no. I am not going anywhere.
And neither are my mother and I. I knew it. She called you from the car.
Who?
Taylor. She couldn't make this decision on her own. She wanted her whole family involved.
Stephanie, I hear you. I just want to talk to Bridget here. Oh, so you called everybody?
Nobody called anyone. Now, what's this about?
Well, Brooke wants to buy Taylor's shares in the company.
We heard.
Taylor and I were ready to come to an agreement, and then Stephanie showed up and decided to spew her anti-Logan rant.
I simply stated a fact that needed restating. Brooke has no more right to ownership in the company than you do.
We're all involved in Forrester Creations somehow. We're all a part of it. And we're all very happy that Rich and Eric are back in charge. But Steffi wants something more, don't you? Steffi wants her parents back together again. That's why she involved her mother in this deal. Just admit it. That's what's really going on here.
Aggie, this may be hard for you to believe, but this really isn't about you.
Bridget made it pretty clear it is.
She's scared.
Of me.
No, there's some history here between Bridget and I of betrayal that you're not aware of that I think this event has sort of brought up.
Oh. So she really isn't mad at me. She's mad at you.
Well, whatever the case, this just isn't my wife. She's not this person, somebody that gives orders like this and is treating you like a baby-making machine. It's just not good for either one of you, and I want it to stop. I'd like you to come to the house tonight. I'd like you to come over and have dinner with us.
No thanks. Pregnancy's given me enough indigestion.
Why do you think she avoids you?
Because she hates me.
No. It's because she doesn't. She wants to hate you. What does she do every time that you come into the room?
She treats me like garbage.
And then she runs. If you just come by, sit down, talk, I really think that could help break the ice. Please.
Okay, but only if you really think it'll help.
I don't think you can make it much worse.
Is that true? Is that why you want me involved in this?
I understand you want your family whole again. But it's not going to happen. Giving control back to your parents and to your grandparents, that was a very lovely gesture. But you have to realize the kind of disappointment you're going to set your mother up for.
That's beautiful. So now, if I want to prove that I'm over Ridge, then I would sell my stake in the company to you.
Well, you could sell it to Ridge or to Thorne.
Or me.
Oh, no. No, Stephanie would have 50% of the company, and she would have the majority vote.
You worried I'd send you and your sister downstairs in the basement to work?
All right, that's enough. Let's not start that again. Look, obviously there are many differences of opinion here.
What's yours, Eric?
You want my opinion?
Well, that's why Taylor dragged us back, to find out what you and Ridge think that she should do before she makes her decision. Ridge, what do you think? Who do you want to see running the company, Brooke or Taylor?
Stephanie, you know what Ridge is going to say.
Do I?
This isn't just your name on a piece of paper. It's a huge investment. You'd have to leverage everything you own. There's no guarantee you'd ever see a return. We all know how fickle the banks are these days.
It is a huge risk, Taylor.
It's not about who has more right to be here. We all have a role to play at Forrester. But you also have your own career. This company isn't everything to you like it is to Dad, to me, to Thorne, to Mother and Brooke. The truth is, Brooke's made a huge contribution to this industry. And I think she does deserve the right to buy into it.
Oh, come on, Dad. What has Brooke done lately? She ratted on us with the dare line. We would have had the company weeks ago if it wasn't for her.
Steffi, I realize this is not what you want.
I want the company run by Forresters. Mom, with you as the owner, the Logan era is over. I want Forrester back for us. I want it back to its roots. Mom, you gotta do this. It's not gonna happen without you.
You heard what Ridge said.
Yes, I heard what Ridge said, and I know what I have to do. I've made my decision.
Miss Jones, I thought you'd want to know your brother's here, if you don't think you'll be too tired to see him.
Thank you.
Who's Miss Jones?
I am Agnes Jones. Sandy Summers doesn't exist. I made her up.
This is who you've been trusting with our child.
Hey,
Hi.
she's gone. I hope you didn't run her out of the company, just out of the office.
Don't joke about this.
Well, somebody better start laughing around here pretty soon.
I hate feeling this way.
I know you do.
You know, every time I look at her, I catch her looking at you.
Would you let me try to fix this?
So sweet, honey. I don't know that you even can.
But would you just let me try for you and for the baby?
How?
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It wouldn't be easy. But I think we're out of our comfort zone here. You know, this isn't working out the way we imagined it would. But, you know, all of this negativity and these misgivings. We don't have to be miserable, Bridget. We're still having a baby. So, if you can hang on to that, hang on to me, and just know there's nothing I wouldn't do for you, for
with his baby.
I get that you all want to get this deal done and you all want to get on with your lives. But it's a huge decision for me. It's my life savings. It's my home that my children grew up in. It's all of my assets. It's an enormous risk.
One that you don't have to take.
Yes, but so is letting my children's legacy fall into someone else's hands.
Taylor, if this has anything to do with me or the Hope for the Future line...
No, Hope, it doesn't have anything at all to do with you. I just hated seeing Ridge being torn between you and Steffi. That's it. And I never want to see him be in that position again.
None of us do.
Well, no, Brooke, I am not questioning your love for Ridge or your dedication to this family and this company. Okay? I know that you have contributed some very crucial elements to this company and made it successful. Anyone in the fashion industry would say that, yes, you've earned your position in this company. And you wouldn't be where you are today if it hadn't been for your ingenuity and a lot of hard work. But also, Brooke, let's get real, okay? You know, you had other ways of getting where you are. Before you took up with Ridge, you married Eric, which pretty much paved your way to the executive suite.
No, that's not true. That's when I created the belief formula.
Look, why are we even talking about this? I thought we were discussing this company's future.
Fine. Okay, good. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that right now. This company lost a lot more than its leadership when Bill Spencer took over. It lost its soul, and Forrester has to find a way to get that back.
You don't even know this industry. You have little experience.
My name is on the sales agreement, okay? You don't have to convince me that I don't have a right to have ownership here.
Well, I tried to state my case with you, and you wouldn't even listen.
No, I've stood here and I've listened. I've listened to everyone in this room, and I would just like to have a chance to ask you to listen to me. This is a huge moment for Forrester Creations. We're on the brink of a whole new era. It's an extraordinary moment for this company, and I know we're all excited, and we can't wait to get out there and announce that we're finally free from Spencer Publications. But what are we going to say? What are we going to say is the difference between how we were and how we are now? What's the difference between being run by Bill Spencer? I mean, do we want to be seen now as a company that's just all about making profits and publicity, or do we want to be known for our integrity and our loyalty and our honesty and our commitment to each other and how we take care of each other? Family values, that's what I remember about this company when I first came here. That was the image that I saw, and I just think that we have to get back to that. So my answer is yes, I will fund my 25% of my share, and I will be honored to be a part of this company with you, Eric, and Ridge, and Stephanie. It would be a great honor to me.